Rob, how you doing, sir? Hang on one second. Oh my God, Jaffe, you can't believe how much energy I had. Why? What happened to you? Give me 1 second, fellas. Let me just tweet this out real quick. Un momento, por favor. Un momento. Your desk? Oh fuck yeah, Pixel Protocol. My desktop's a fucking nightmare. It's a goddamn war. Hang on, let me just tweet out to the Discord that we are streaming again for those kind folks who want to join us. And then we shall start playing a video game, fellas. That's how that shit goes. Hang on. Alright, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit, come back, Supergirl. Come back, Supergirl. Okay, we're back. So I ended up liking this game. What made you change your opinion? So honestly, it was... Oh, shut up, Jesus Christ. Honestly, it was... I gotta move this. It was the fact... Okay. Sorry. Now I'm good. Now I've got everything set up just the way I likes it. It was honestly the fact that when I was playing it earlier, I was playing it on normal. And normal for this game is actually really fucking hard, in that the meta treats it almost like a rogue game, where it's like you really are meant to die a bunch and then you go all the way back to the beginning of the episode. And I was like, yeah, that's too punishing for me. And then when I started playing it on casual, which is a terrible name because I was like, I don't want to play that. Casual is actually tuned like a normal shooter, and once I realized that, I've fallen in love with this game. I think it's just an absolute fantastic game. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. One of my favorite games of the year so far. Because on casual, you still have to totally pay attention. Ah, shit. God damn it. I can't use my keyboard. You know, you still go back a handful of levels if you die, so you still have to play real careful, which is great, which I like. Hello, Doggo Concern. Good to see you, sir. Shut up, TikTok. It really does not play like casual. You'll see if you watch me play. This is on casual. And I don't know. I don't know what players will do. I hope they don't end up shooting themselves in the foot with this by people saying, oh, it's too fucking hard. Because if I didn't think to go to casual, I would have walked away from this fucking game. And I love this game now. This game is so much fun. And it's very imaginative. I mean, the graphics are obviously super simple, but it's got just a great style to it, both in terms of its art style and just its imagination, just the kind of monsters they have and the different sets they have. It's really fucking cool. I'm a fan. I hope they do well with this game. Apparently one guy made this game, 19-year-old kid, and then they outsourced some of the art. Or all the art, maybe. But it's kind of insane that you can make a game. Somebody was talking on the stream earlier today or yesterday about Unity. This whole fucking thing is done in Unity, which is amazing. Like, it makes me almost want to get back into games just to make a first-person shooter like this. Or at least to work with a team. I couldn't do it on my own. Thank you so much, Exploit Ocelot. I appreciate you subscribing over on the YouTubes. And thank you for following over on the Twitch. And there's a really good upgrade tree. Like, in fact, I'm losing health now, so I'm going to go... How do I... Okay, yeah. The axe that I've upgraded, now when I do damage with the axe, it gives me health, which is great. So, yeah, it's really fun, man. I'm not showing the game. You know what? I'm a goddamn stupid piece of shit. Sorry, fellas. You're like, what the fuck? I apologize. Thank you, TikTok. Cardinal Copia, I'm so tired. How am I supposed to stay awake till 5 a.m.? Cardinal Copia, take some of that beautiful ADHD medicine I took tonight, ma'am. It's the shit. What's up, Flippy Nax? Were you on the stream earlier, Flippy Nax, tonight, or is this your first time here today? Shut up, TikTok. You will go straight to hell. Don't fucking blaspheme me. Blaspheming me. I need 2 more switches. Where are they at? So yeah, I have 126 health when I kill something. Those guys are weak. It's gone up to 127, but it's still pretty cool. Knife upgrades sucked. I like stabbing bats. I love the axe. The axe is my favorite fucking weapon. It feels so fucking meaty. And look how beautifully fucking chunky this shit is. The art style of this is just delicious. It's so fucking nice. I adore it. I adore it. I'm telling you, fellas, I have not... Discovering smaller games has changed my world as a gamer. I was getting so fucking tired of all the big cinematic... Thank you for the follow. I was getting so tired of all the big cinematic games and the massive fucking story games. I mean, they're beautiful. They're brilliant. And the 80-hour games and all that shit. It's been so cool to discover this subgenre over the last year. I've been really grateful. Made me a gamer again, man. I know that sounds like totally heartbreaking, but... Not heartbreaking, but heart-wrenching. Shut up. Fuck off. I'm tired. Ooh, how do I say your name? Proctor Guru. Proctor Ect. You're getting this, Iron Maiden, and Dusk. Dusk is amazing. Medieval is amazing. This is amazing. I did not love Iron Maiden. I played the very early access version of it, and it may have gotten a lot better. I don't know when the last time is they updated it, but I did. I wanted to love it, and I love the art style of it. But I did not think the AI was good, and they have a problem with their hit scan weapons in that game, where enemies hit you in the game well before you see them. You can't dodge anything in that game for the most part. So hopefully those are all easy enough things to improve. I love the style of it, but I thought it needed a shit ton of work. But to be fair, it was early access, so... How do I feel about God of War? Flippy Next, why are you sad? Why are you sad? Okay, I lied. I just came. I arrived 5 minutes after. Oh, no worries. Good to see you. Definitely. Okay. How did I feel about God of War PS4? I have not played God of War PS4. Not because I mean, it looks amazing. I hear it's great. I'm not in the headspace to play those kind of games these days. I'm really enjoying games like this lately. And the stuff from New Blood and all that shit. Okay, something just happened. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Proctor says it's been upgraded. Okay, it's better now. Okay, I'll give it a try. Shit. No worries, Rob. No one has to call. I just have the phone lines open in case anybody wants to call while I'm gaming. I'm not expecting it or, you know, requiring it. Really, Jaffe, you're not requiring it? You know what I'm saying? Those are ice cubes with guns. I think they're people frozen in the ice or something. Brutal Doom mod. Okay, I'll check that out. Is it really hard? Because I don't like shit really hard, though, truth be told. You played Hexen back in the day. I like the concept, but the levels sucked. I did not play much Hexen, no. I know what it is, but... Yeah, this is definitely a game that you can kind of, you know, when people say you can feel the love in the game, you can definitely feel the love of the people or the person who made this game. It definitely has a spirit to it, which is really nice. Rob, I agree that these are getting noticed on consoles for sure. Keegan, what's up, Keegan? Yeah, the style of this game is fucking awesome. It looks like Metal Gear 1 and mix of what I imagine ice caves. I could see that. Yep. So this is the workshop. This is where you can come to upgrade. I don't know if I have many upgrade things. Let's see. I have 2 points. I can't do shit, so fuck it. And I've been upgrading weapons, not spells. I don't really give a shit about spells so far. But you can also upgrade your character. But I don't have any points, so we go to the next section. What? Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Oh, hey, dude. Just watching your old little live stream here. I'm just curious about what the game is called.
This is a game called. Can you hear me with the? Can you guys hear me in the chat with the audio on? This is a game called Project Warlock that just came out. It's only $12. It came out weirdly enough. It's exclusive on goodoldgames.com, so you can't get it on Steam, which makes me wonder: did they maybe help finance the game? Like, I've never seen anybody do an exclusive on GOG before, but it's really good. It's made by one guy. They say he's like a 19-year-old kid. There was a story about him in Kotaku the other day, and it's fucking awesome. I highly recommend it. One of my favorite games I've played this year so far.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of the whole billboard sprites and sort of like those kind of games like Doom and things like that.
Yeah.
Nice to see it being used again.
Yeah, and they have a lot of great. I think they have like 60 enemy types because with sprites you can do you can do all kinds of shit. So there's a lot of creative level design and character design, and lots of variety. Like all the enemies change every time you come to a new set of levels. So I recommend it, man. Give it a look.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So how's things with the old Jaffe then?
How are things with what?
How's things with you?
Oh, things are great. I've been streaming today, and I'm thinking about taking the kids to Disneyland soon, and life is good, sir. How about you?
It's okay.
Just okay.
Yeah,
Just okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've complained about really. Life's plodding along. Kind of got into a bit of a funk there in terms of unhealthy eating, which I'm kind of struggling to get out.
You and me both, sir. That's the hardest thing for me.
Yeah.
Why do you eat? Why do you eat unhealthy? I do it when I'm stressed. Why do you do it?
I feel like it's kind of out of boredom, or I feel like nothing's really going on. You know.
What do you do for a living?
I work in like video games and things like that.
Okay. Can you say what games you work on, or you're not allowed to say?
I'm allowed to say, but I'd rather not.
Okay.
You know.
What do you think about the whole Rockstar Crunch story that's been going on?
Well, admittedly, the people who I sort of like work with are sort of like, you know, it's kind of like the nature of the beast and things like that. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Do you work on games that are big like that, or are you a smaller indie guy?
It's smaller indie. I mean, I tried to do a bit of QA recently to help out with a project, and it's kind of, yeah, I can sort of see how time-consuming it is trying to repeat a bug.
Oh my God!
Again and again.
Yeah.
And you can't get it to do the same bug, and it's sort of like this sort of issue of. You know, like these like your game just breaks for no reason almost sometimes, and you just try to repeat it, and it's impossible. You know? I started as a tester.
It's a grueling job. It's important, but my God, it was hard sometimes to figure out what the fuck was broken.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, frankly, I don't have to do that too much really, but you know, I mean, I like to help out.
Right. Oh, that's good.
Things like that. Yeah. My stuff's more kind of like visuals and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what would you say? You think you kind of like to eat a bit just when you get like anxious or something?
Yeah, I eat. Oh shit! Hang on. Like right now. Hang on. Let's see. I eat when I get stressed out.
Right.
And so I don't handle my stress very well. I'm trying to learn to meditate more often, which does help. But when I don't meditate and sort of take care of myself, I just eat like a goddamn fucking frat kid. And it's terrible. I've put on like 20 pounds. It's just awful. It's just awful. I gotta work through it, man. I gotta figure it out because being fat's no fun, sir.
Yeah, good. I mean, yeah, I know that feeling. It's just a sort of cycle when you're sort of so close to something like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It's just like, you go in there and there's the fried chicken, there's all that processed sugar, and and you really actually just go to a supermarket and just buy some normal food. But I think the highlight of just eating out is you actually just sort of have a reason to go outside.
Yeah, I could see that. It's a social experience sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to order a pizza if you're not doing anything with anybody for the day and you're in the house by yourself. Sometimes I like to order a pizza, and I won't lie. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's nice to have the delivery guy come to the door. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I have friends who sort of deliver like supermarket shopping to their doors as well, or they get up they wake up like in the afternoon and then they just order like a Panda Express.
Oh wow, that's
every day.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're eating better than I am now. They're kind of like getting back to eating sort of like chicken and broccoli and things like that.
Right.
I'm still sort of getting ice cream from the 7-Eleven.
Are you overweight?
Only a tiny bit, about 30 pounds overweight.
Okay. Are you in America or are you calling from the UK?
Yankee Land, yeah, the US.
Okay, all right. Cool. All right, man. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. You sound. Yeah. I gotta be honest. You sound a little depressed. You a little depressed, or you just kind of that's how you sound?
I think it's just a bit of both, really.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit stressed. I mean, I don't know if I have depression or anything like that.
Just feeling blah.
You just look at the news and you just think like climate change and like where's your life going and what's the point, and
Well, the climate change, I feel you. Where's your life going? You can fix that whenever you're ready. You know how that shit goes, man.
Yeah.
What's your dream? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life?
Sad thing is, most of my sort of ambitions involve just working on personal projects and things like that, which I can do and do. It's more just sort of, like I don't know, like, yeah, I mean, I socialise with people and stuff and like that, but then I sort of feel a bit disappointed in myself that I just don't have the mental energy for it all the time and to commit to relationships and things like that. You sort of get your jollies and then it's sort of like, that's it. You just feel like you're too selfish personally to sort of really invest in anything. You don't really care about anyone. You're just fulfilling a biological urge.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a pretty severe, cynical way to look at it, but I mean, it's not wrong. I mean, there's some truth to that. I hear you. I do find as I get older, I become more introverted. I don't know what that's about, but the older I get, the more I'm happy. Like when someone says, "What are you doing this weekend?" and I have no plans, I'm like, "Oh, I'm so happy."
Yeah, I get like that as well. But cool, anyway, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the call. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching the stream, dude.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right, you too, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was a nice fella. I hope he feels a little bit better later on. Let's get back to playing the game. How's the game holding up? Dougzilla, I fucking love this game. Oh, shit, come back. I'm having a great time with this game. One of my favorite games I've played all year. Demon Pants, what's up? Oh, there's a blue key right there. That's what I need. Okay. Where's the blue door at? I don't know where it is. I do. Do I have a blue key? I have a blue key. Okay. Holy cow! Somebody's calling me. Who's calling me at this hour? This is so rude. Hang on. Hey, it's Jaffe. What's up?
Hey, Jaffe, it's Rob, man.
Hey, I thought you weren't going to call me. I thought you were just going to chill and watch the stream, sir.
You know, I have a streak going, so I can't break the streak. You know.
No worries. How's life? How you doing today?
It's going good. Actually, I know you guys were talking about weight loss and stuff, and it's a hard thing to do.
Well, it's yeah.
A lot of it, for me at least, was kind of psychological, I guess. More after my grandmother had passed away. I I had never seen anybody go cold before, you know, and I had never seen anything like that, so I kind of gave up on myself.
After she died.
After she died, I kind of was just like, is this kind of it? Is that when you die, you kind of die? You know, that's kind of the thought that I was thinking. So I just started eating whatever I wanted to eat, and then, you know, obviously over the span of, I didn't lose weight in just a couple months. You know, it was over a span of 2 years. It was it was a work on it every day kind of process. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of like it was at that point that I just thought, wow, you know, if this is, I had never seen a dead body before. So I was thinking just, wow, okay. Then I kind of gave up on myself after that point.
And that's where you, I mean, let me just catch the chat up with the story, because you put on a shit ton of weight, and then you had this experience in this parking lot, right, where you and your dad were walking. And how much did you weigh at the time?
I was at 360 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Was my max. At the time, I was 344.
And this lady walks by you in a Walmart parking lot, and she says what to you?
First, we're my dad. He's retired Air Force, so he has a bad back from working ambulance and stuff, and so we park in handicapped parking spots for him. And of course, we're walking into Walmart, and the lady pulls up in her vehicle. Nice, I think it was I can't remember what car it was, but she pulls up and she just yells at us. This is Louisiana, so, you know, southern people are kind of like, they are opinionated, you know.
Yeah.
And she just she completely blurts out, "Hey, what are you guys doing parking in a handicapped spot? You know, I mean, you can't possibly be that overweight. You should be dead, you know."
She's saying to you that you should be dead, as in you're a waste of space, or someone that fat?
As in you're a waste of space. She's just like, you guys should be dead. You're just completely waste of space, taking up perfectly good parking spots, you know. And I'm just like, wow. And then the second that happens, she throws her Sprite can at us.
That is amazing to me. I don't know what I would have done. And what did you do? What did you do?
I wanted to. My first response, because my mom's Irish, my dad's Jewish, so he doesn't want any trouble. But on my mom's side, I just wanted to fight somebody, you know. That was the first thing. But I kept it calm, collected. I walked inside, and the first thing that entered my mind was, I'm never gonna let that happen again.
Because, I mean, deep down inside, I guess, even though it was hurtful, you thought she was right.
And somewhere deep down inside, I was like, you know, I want to hate this lady so much, but I also hate myself so much that I just think that it's time to make this change, and I've been procrastinating for so long.
That's pretty great. I mean, I agree with you 100%. I'll tell you what it is for me. I lost a bunch of weight in the past, and it was absolutely psychological. Like, for me, the only thing it took was every time I wanted to eat like shit, I was able to get in touch with the fact that I said, you know, yeah, but I want this other thing more. But the minute I lost all that weight, it got boring after a couple of months, everybody's saying shit like, oh, you look great, and then you have to maintain it. And that was really boring for me, and I couldn't do it. And so ever since then, I've been like, oh, what's the point of losing weight? I'm just going to put it back on. But I think ultimately, though, you're right. You have to get yourself into a headspace. And once you're in that headspace, whatever it takes to get you there, I should hire somebody to throw a can of Sprite at me. Whatever it takes to get you there, it's actually pretty easy to lose weight.
I have a buddy of mine he wants to know the secret. I'm like, there's really no secret to it. It's just you have to be broken down before you can be built back up.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's like it's basically I'm in the best shape I've ever been in just because I wake up at it's a weird routine actually. I wake up 4:30 in the morning every morning. I go right to the gym.
What time is it what time is it now where you're at?
Right now it is 12:09.
Jesus Christ, dude, you should go to bed.
Yeah, I have no work tomorrow, so I'm just like, I think I'm gonna watch the Jaffe stream.
Nice. Okay, so you wake up at 4:30, go to the gym.
Yeah, I wake up 4:30, go to the gym. I go. That's pretty much. And then I'll come back to my apartment and I'll drink a protein shake to help muscle regeneration.
Okay.
I'm a weightlifter, so that's really what did it for me was weightlifting. I'll come back, I'll drink a shake, and I don't, honest to God, I don't change my diet. My diet, like, I can take an entire pizza out.
But you're still pretty young, right? You got the metabolism going for you.
Yeah, I'm 23. My metabolism's good, but it was more about portion control.
Okay.
I was so addicted. Like, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, you can't be addicted to food. I was addicted to food. Like, I would eat to the point where I was, like, ill,
Was it carbohydrates and shit?
What I cut out was I cut out sugars, man. I cut out soda, and I cut out a lot of sugar's the death of America, man, I swear.
I know. You are absolutely right. Sugar and salt and fat, but certainly sugar. What the fuck are these things?
I honestly think I think that a mix of like deep depression and wanting to die, just kind of that moment of after seeing my grandmother just lying there, someone who pretty much was raised me, and just somebody who raised me, just watching that person's life leave their body,
So you were there when she actually passed away?
Yeah, I was right there. Yeah, me and my dad, and I've actually never seen my dad kind of sad before, so that was also life changing. That was like, wow.
Yeah. Did you see anything like supernatural and stuff when she died, or no?
Actually, yes.
What did you see?
I don't really talk about it with my family because I kind of just keep it to myself. But I had told my mom I was about, how old was I? 19 when she passed away.
Okay.
And right before she had died, it's almost like I knew. I was like, wow, I think she's gone. And I tap on my dad's shoulder. I'm like, hey, I think she's gone. And he's like, what are you talking about? How you know? I'm like, because I saw a black shadow right next to her.
Wow. Wow.
Standing over her. And he goes and checks on her, and she had passed away.
That's amazing. Well, that must give you some comfort.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she actually, right before she died, she, what was it she was talking about? She was talking about her brother coming back and telling her that she's going to pass away in a couple of days. Isn't
that the weirdest thing? I fucking hear that all the time because my parents have both died, and when my dad was real sick, I was researching all those stories. I hear that story repeated more than any other one, which is when somebody's really sick and in the hospital, they will have visitations from other things that aren't necessarily alive that we can see that pretty much tell them it's like, hey, we're almost ready to go.
Now, I know I've done like a lot of reading and stuff, so there's like kind of like there's supernatural side, and then there's this side that's like, oh, it's the dopamine rush to the brain, kind of telling your body it's time,
Right. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, but I always like to. I'm a huge fan of the supernatural.
Yeah.
And I've always my grandma. She was always someone who could see and hear things. So we used to call her crazy. They used to call her crazy. I never called her crazy. I used to love her stories.
Right.
And it was sort of like she knew. Like, we had the best bond out of any of my family members, because she said that I had some sort of inherited gift. I don't call it a gift, or I don't really, you know, I sometimes think I'm like schizo because I see shit, but you know, it's not like, oh, I gotta keep, here's Johnny from breaking into my door, you know. But it's definitely, I've seen some weird shit.
That's pretty good. I mean, I look, I'm an agnostic atheist, right? So all I want to do is believe. I want to know something's out there,
Yeah.
and it's more than just faith for me. I need to have some experiences. So it's always good to hear when someone's actually had some like that. That's awesome to know.
It's definitely, I remember, I was actually telling you in chat in Discord earlier about the trailer that I lived in. I think I sent you an article.
Yeah, about the people who died. Yeah. What's up, Eddie? How you doing?
Yeah. That whole thing was just, I would see, you know, I would hear things from the television, which sort of at the time freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's kind of freaky being like a 14-year-old hearing shit coming out of his television, you know?
Oh, fuck yeah. That's amazing that you actually heard voices.
I did lock my television in my closet for like literally a month.
And somebody was in your trailer before you lived there and they were decapitated in the trailer?
Yeah, it was a husband and wife. It was a husband and wife, and I guess she was cheating on him. So he waited until she was sleeping, and kind of like the whole Amityville horror, kind of like wait till she's sleeping and then shoot him kind of thing. But
God damn.
Instead of shooting her, he took a machete because he worked in the fields over by the trailer. He got the trailer for free, pretty much. He got rent free for maintaining the property. And he took her head off, and he drove around in the car with it.
And that's
to the apartment.
And they lived in the place that you eventually moved into.
Yeah, they lived. They weren't the last residents because we moved in right after a bunch of potheads had lived there, and they left their like plants and stuff everywhere. So we moved in after another family had moved out, but they were the last two families. They lived there before us. Yeah.
God damn, that's a hell of a story, sir.
It's insane, man. It's something else. I'll let you get back to the game, and I'll just tell you about the weight loss. It can eventually it will be overcome. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I will. No, I don't mind. I will keep in mind the fact that, like you're saying, it's the number one thing is psychological. So maybe tomorrow when I get up and say I'm going to do better today, I'll just remind myself that it's really about where my head's at. You know?
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, man. Thanks for everything. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. See you, dude. So I see that, hang on a sec. Eddie, your dad's in the hospital with pneumonia. What the fuck? How old's your dad? Is he like, are they treating him and everything's going to be fine? Or is it touch and go right now? Like, is he a really old dude? Or is he like, yeah, he's 55, he'll be fine, but it sucks? Like, what's the story? Drove around with her head in the truck, her severed head. People, some crazy motherfuckers in this world. That's just the way that shit is. He's in his 60s. Okay, he came back from a cruise vacation. So what do they think? Do they think he's going to be okay? He's just got to be in the hospital for a while, or is it pretty worrisome? Like, are you worried about his long-term prospects? Not to sound gruesome, but I'm just trying to see how serious it is. That Yeti reminds me of the monster from that fucking I Want to Be a Dentist little claymation fucking thing. Fucking Rankin Bass. He texted me, he's staying one more night. My mom's a retired nurse. She told me not to worry, and his vitals are coming back. Okay, good. Well, that's good then. It's just kind of a pain in the ass then. Okay. Well, that's always good. It's good when it's nothing more serious than just a pain in the ass. Where am I going in this here video game? I don't know where I'm going. Which is part of the fun. I'm not complaining. Yeah, this Barry, call in anytime, good sir. Call in. I'm right here. I'm just right here, Barry. I'm not scary. As far as you know. Ha, ha, ha. That was terrible. That was a terrible, scary voice. Reminds me of Empire Strill, Ginger Cunt. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. I hate the fact that I just use your name like, Ginger Cunt. I think you were telling me earlier in the chat that Ginger Cunt was in Terminator, and you were telling me it was Eddie Furlong's fucking friend? I don't remember that. I just don't remember it. I like the movie. Where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, focus, Jaffe. Okay, find the way out of here. Don't be an idiot. Okay, well, this doesn't look right. Maybe this is right. This is right. Okay. I wish the map kind of drew like Fog of War, so you could kind of see what you've explored and what you haven't. Someone on your Discord is talking about suicide. Jesus, why? What they're talking about? Who is it, blah? He already got sick. Eddie, your dad got sick, and I think I caught a dry cough. Oh, that sucks. Keegan, you platinum Bloodborne. God damn. That's an impressive feat, sir. Why can't I pick up that gun? That's weird. Still, I don't know anything about anybody named Stilskin. I don't know who that is. People keep asking me about Stiltskin and Robert. I have no idea what they're talking about. Why is Beep Boop talking about suicide? Like Beep Boop is seriously talking about suicide, or is Beep Boop being drama? Give us a call. Let's talk to old Beep Boop. Set him on the straight and narrow. Okay, well, have him call me, blah. You tell him to call old Papa Jaffe. Tell him I'm right here. We can talk him through it. Or tell him to call fucking suicide prevention if he's fucking serious. It's no fucking joke. Of course, Eddie. I hope your papa feels better. I'm sure he'll be fine based on what you're telling me. Cold Havoc, that's kind of true, but not really. Cold Havoc says if he's talking about it, it's obviously drama. Otherwise, he'd be dead if he was serious. Yeah, I don't really know enough about it to know if that's the case. Sometimes maybe talking about it is a prelude to it. I mean, do you know enough? Are you confident enough in your awareness of how suicide works to say that for sure? Oh, I'm not going to take a suicide call like I'm really going to help the guy in terms of other than saying, dude, you need to reach out to professional help. I can't fucking save his life. I've known people in my life who have been suicidal, and I've done everything I could to help. But ultimately, yeah, you can't. That's something they have to fix on their own with help from a doctor and maybe medicine and family issues, depending on what's really bothering them. I mean, you don't solve it with a pep talk, but you may get somebody to reach out to a family member who could get them into counseling. Okay, I picked up a yellow key. I think I need a yellow door. There it is. Oh, okay. You know what sucks so bad, though? So I took this ADHD medicine tonight to help me focus, and it absolutely is helping me focus. But it also brings back all my little fucking facial tics and shit, which I fucking hate. Why can't medicine ever just work? It's always got to have a fucking side effect. It's always got to, oh, it'll help you, but it'll do this. Fucking assholes. Fucking make some medicine that just does what it needs to do without fucking side effects. Fucking assholes. Look at that thing. Is that thing moving? Look at that. Here he comes. Here he comes. Fuck you, motherfucker. Don't fuck with me. What game is this, gamer boy? This is called Project Warlock. It just came out. It is only $12 over on goodoldgames.com, and it is a wonderful shooter. It's a lot of fun. Calamitism says, yeah, to get something, you got to give something up. Yeah, that's true. I think I'm ADHD, but I won't take the shit for it. Why not, Barry? It really helps. What's your resistance to doing it? I mean, I'm not trying to push it on you, but I've been on and off ADHD meds for quite some time. It's always been something that I've been grateful for. What does medicine have to taste like shit? Well, this is a pill. It doesn't taste like anything. Once you have side effects, they can sell you on more meds. Well, that's what I'm saying, Death Saw. I'm not going to take meds for my fucking facial tics and shit. I'm just going to live with them. Medicine scares the piss out of me. If you have ADHD, Adderall's in and out of your system in one day, though, sir. You can try it. If you like it, great. Oh, man, that's terrible. Afraid it will alter who I am. I know a lot of people, I have people in my family that had that concern and had that problem. It really is worth just trying, because it won't alter the essence of you, but it will absolutely bring out aspects of you that are already there that will be amplified in a positive way. I would look into it. I would not be afraid of it. You may not like it, but it's not going to hurt you to try it if you get it from a good doctor. Greetings from Australia. Greetings, Burva. What time is it in Australia, sir? Oh, fuck you. Yeah, you go fuck yourself. Don't fuck with me. I will fucking... No, that's right. Catch on fire, piece of shit, motherfucker. I love the sounds in this game. I love how fucking chunky this game is. This is a chunky motherfucking game. It's 4 p.m. in Australia. That's fucking awesome. It's awesome. I just think shit... It's like... I don't know. What is it here? It's 11 o'clock at night here. Time's fucking weird. I think what I love about this game is it's both childish but exceptionally violent. Like, look at those Yeti monsters. They're so silly, but they spray blood everywhere, and it feels like you're in fucking John Carpenter's The Thing, you know? This game sucks. I did play Ion Maiden, asshole. I totally played Ion Maiden. I finished it. I have it on early access, but I'm done with it. And I didn't really love it. Is that motion blur in a sprite game? I'm not sure. It's 6 a.m. where you are, TikTok. Holy shit. Where are you, TikTok? Yeah, look, man, I played Ion Storm or Ion Maiden, whatever. I think they have problems with hit detection in that game, but I think it's got potential. Yes, this is Warlock, Emma. Absolutely. Turn the bob off. I don't mind the bob. I like it. It feels good. TikTok's in Scotland. It's pretty much just Doom, says Mac Daddy. You know what? You're not entirely incorrect, I guess. I like it in some ways better than Doom because the enemies are more varied and the weapons are more... you can be strategic about the weapons. Plus, there's a metagame if you play on hard that is really important, and there's also magic. But I hear you. It definitely captures a lot of the Doom flavor. There's no doubt it's heavily inspired. A Twisted Metal movie, Death Saw, I would love it. I do like Doom, yeah. Shut up, Jaffe, the dude who got offended. China, find him, make a Sailor Moon. Oh, shut up, Dawson. I don't think... Do I have any... Oh, you're over on YouTube. I'll ban you in a second if you keep that shit up, sir. I think we banned you before. What's your problem? I mean, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I don't have a problem with trolls for the most part, as long as you don't use hate speech. But, I mean, what exactly... I don't know. I always find trolls fascinating. I'd love somebody should make a documentary on, like, internet trolls and really talk to them. It's like, what exactly... Because there's some that are funny, and there's some that seem sad. I'm always curious. Oh, shit. Come on, get off the fucking ground. Okay, I'm dead. Fuck. They did have a Twisted Metal movie in the works, and it ended up not moving ahead because I guess the budget was too high. Sony, my understanding is, and I'm not sharing anything private, this was kind of in the press, but the directors told Sony they were looking for something a lot less expensive, and the directors like wanted to make something like Fury Road, and they're like, yeah, could you make something more like, you know, not that expensive? And they could never agree on the budget, so it just kind of was DOA. Which sucks. I think when you watch a movie like Death Race, which are not good movies, I think you could totally make kind of a grindhouse, low-budget, fun, Twisted Metal series of movies that don't have to... As much as I would love to see big stunts like Fury Road, I think the world is interesting enough and the tone is interesting enough that you can make a good Twisted Metal movie without all that shit. Yeah, Fury Road was amazing. Am I jealous of Howard Stern and the serial killer phone-in? Who has been the most interesting person who's called into the stream? I wouldn't want to talk to that serial killer. That was fucking weird, man. I heard that thing. Do I have any say in the movie? Not really. I mean, I'm sure I would, but not like real say. It doesn't work that way. Probably the most interesting person who's called in. I mean, everybody's interesting, but I had a guy call in who was a furry, and I'd never really actually talked to a furry. So I was like everyone else with furries. I just kind of made fun of them and mocked them because it's such a funny concept. And it was actually really cool to actually have a conversation with someone who identified as a furry for the first time and go, oh, okay. It's still kind of fun to make fun of and shit. But end of the day, it's like, nah, you know, you talk to him and it's like, that's just what the guy likes, man. And it was kind of cool to have that sort of humanized, I guess, you know? You remember that, this very cool. Imagine if they put motion blur in TM. I think we did. Your favorite caller is me, says TikTok. Yeah, Corey was great too. It was fun talking to Corey. I had a friend of mine call me the other day and she says, hey, Jaffe, do you want to have the widow of Gary Gygax, who's the inventor of Dungeons and Dragons, who has died, obviously, on the stream for an interview. And I need to get back to her. I don't really know much about Dungeons and Dragons, and I don't know much about her, but I'm curious if that might be something people would want to hear. But I need to do a little more research to find out if it's like somebody that has a good story. Although my friend's pretty smart. She probably wouldn't recommend her if she didn't. Oh, shit. Oh, Yeti. Hello. Keegan, you say do it. Why do you say do it? Do you know her story? Is it an interesting story? Have you ever worked in the restaurant industry? God, no. I would be horrible at it. What happened to the kitty that called you? I know, the kitty doesn't call in anymore. The kitty got shy, man. She probably has interesting tales. No, it is absolutely her. My agent, well, she's a friend of mine. She's her agent. She represents her. Yeah, what'll it hurt? Maybe it won't be a good interview. Maybe it will. It'll be more experience talking to people, seeing if we can get them to say interesting stuff. I should tell her, yeah. I'll call her tomorrow. I'll tell her, yeah. But I have the red key. Yeah, no, D&D influenced a ton of shit. It's just weird, though, because I wouldn't be talking to him. I'd be talking to his widow. You know, so what is... I don't even know if she likes that stuff, but... God damn it. Ah. The amazing thing... Jaffe just accepted the kitty sucked. I didn't mind the kitty sometimes. I wanted the kitty to be more fun. He would tell her everything in bed. Yeah, it would be interesting if I could actually ask her questions like that. Like, what was... I'm not going to tell you who it is. I will not tell you who it is, so don't ask. But I found out, being in the industry for a while, that somebody that you would be stunned to find out apparently is a massive fucking horny motherfucker and who is just totally massively sexual and is always into sex constantly. And if I told you who it was, it's a video game personality, you'd be like, no fucking way. That person, it's like, yeah. So I'd be curious, actually. I don't think I would ask her that question. It seems maybe disrespectful. But to actually ask, it's like, here's this guy who makes D&D, that everybody makes fun of people who make D&D for being like perpetual virgins. Was he like a crazy motherfucker in bed and shit? I'd love to know that, actually. It'd be kind of interesting. Questions could be how it affected her. Yeah, I'd like to hear that. I bet Linda Gates has some insight. Sure. The creators of D&D went to ex-devil worshippers' households and asked how the rituals took place. Okay, well then I'm going to... Oh, look at you coming to the conversation now that it's something you want to talk about. I'll ask her about it then. Okay. All right. I will give her... Hey, Sweet Tooth. I will ask. I will do this interview. It is not Shuhei, I assure you. It's no one that's associated with Sony. I mean, I don't know if it's Shuhei, but that's not who I'm referring to. I don't have enough experience. Whoa, look at that thing. I've literally cut both of his arms off. Fuck you, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, all right. I need something better than that. Shit, he's coming in here? Fuck you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Come on, fucker. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck you. God damn it. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. God damn. Yo, Jaffe, would you lick Axel's feet? No. I'm not a big Dan Harmon fan, but I know him and his friends play D&D. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I've never really played much D&D, truth be told. God damn it. Gotta go do that shit again. He barely fit through the door. Okay, I got him this time, though. I think he was the final part of this level. Fucking asshole. How dare he be challenging? Fuck you, fucker. Come on through the door, fucker. Come meet my axe, you piece of shit. I gotta be honest, I like the slow, small stream. Is this a slow, small stream TikTok? I know what a small stream is. You mean not a big audience, but what is a slow stream? Can I bro hoof you? I don't know what that means, sir. Jaffe, what the fuck was with that Rainbow Dash Funko? What are you talking about? I'm not a brony. I don't have a problem being a brony, but I'm not one. My kids used to watch My Little Pony when they were younger, and we had somebody at Bartlett Jones that absolutely identified as a brony, but I always thought this series was kind of stupid. I mean, it's fine for kids, but I never understood why adults liked it. I was like, are you guys just being, like, ironic? Are you telling me you genuinely like the stories of Applejacks and Rainbow Dash and shit? This is kind of... I get that adults like Rick and Morty, but the fucking Little Pony? They just seem like a traditional little kid's cartoon. Yeah, I know there is a Rainbow Dash on my desk at work because that guy got me one after we had the conversation. Slow chat is so slow stream. It fucking sucks. What do you mean it fucking sucks? I mean, you not rambling for 10 minutes over a question and the chat isn't going fast. Oh, okay, so you like this stream. Do you like it when I play games better or do more traditional Jaffe stream better? What's the next movie you're going to watch? I don't know. You're debating if you should watch Halloween. The new one, or you mean the old one? The new one's really good. The old one's really good too. Fuck you. You didn't like the new Halloween? I like the new Halloween. I don't know if you remember me. I stopped watching your stream and YouTube for a while. Personal issues. I hope you're doing good, Kara. No worries. How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you? Hope your personal issues have gotten worked out. Focus, Jaffe. Pay attention, you fucking motherfucker. We will not tolerate failure for a second time. We will not do it. You will succeed, you fucker. You will fucking succeed, you fuck. This is my inner monologue. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Oh, Flipping Axe. Flipping Axe is total veteran. She's old school. Old school Flipping Axe. Favorite social justice win of the year so far? Do I like puzzle games? Not really. Have I seen House? The 77 version? No. Favorite social justice win? I don't know. I thought the Women's March was pretty good, and the anti-gun march was pretty good, if that's what you mean. Hopefully it'll be November 6th will be my favorite social justice win. I'm hoping to see a lot of people come into office that will make Trump have to work a lot harder to get a lot of his bad ideas passed, as well as get rid of a lot of people who don't care about everyday Americans that are currently serving. All right, Barry, good to see you, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much for offering to help. I have not finished Haunting of Hill House yet. I need to, though. They all saw... Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad your personal issues, Okara, got worked out. It's good to have you here again. Nice to see you. Oh, my God. Bookshelf Fury, this game is really great. Yeah, I agree, TikTok. Putting the flashlight away is a good piece of gameplay for sure. Okay, I'm going to concentrate on the game just for a minute, fellas, because I'm kind of lost in this maze, and I don't want to like frustrate people watching, going, Jaffe, what the fuck? But if I keep looking, what I do is I keep looking away from the chat, or I look to the chat to talk to the chat, and then I forget where I am in the maze, and then I'm like, oh fuck. So bear with me just for a second as I try to figure out where the fuck I'm going. God damn, that was good. Yeah, playing in the dark when you have to kind of alternate between the flashlight and the gun is pretty good stuff. I assume they did that in Doom 3, but to be fair, I never played Doom 3. Shit. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. The fuck was that? 40 health? Gotta get some health, motherfuckers. Shit, 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 fuck you. God damn it, run, Maverick. The fuck? My... All right, Mac Daddy, good night, good sir. Oh, shit, what do you mean, ouch? Fuck you, fuck you. I don't really have a favorite Sailor Moon character. I don't really follow all that stuff. I watched it with one of my kids a little bit, but I'm not really... I don't know enough about it to really have an opinion worth anything. Yeah, I like the axe because now you can go back and sort of methodically slaughter people and get health for doing it. I said it's more than just Doom. There's some nice... Oh, shit. There's some nice skill to it and tactics to it. Look at this guy. God damn. Killed himself. The game offers not just firepower, perk-based character, weapon upgrades, unlockable. Yeah, it's good stuff. Is there going to be a no-face faction in Twisted Metal? There's no plan of a new Twisted Metal, man. There's nothing I can tell you. There's... Oh, shit. There's like 0 plans for a new Twisted Metal as far as I know. Sony is not obligated to tell me if they're making a new Twisted Metal, but I would be surprised if they were making a new Twisted. Please have some health in here. Please, please, please. I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit. Alright, what do I got? Alright. How do I recommend you kill yourself? I hope you don't kill yourself. I recommend that you don't kill yourself. Shit. If you're talking about 3D Realms with Ion Maiden, again, I played it. I don't think it's as good as what New Blood's doing. I think New Blood's doing much better with a Medieval and Dusk, but look how fucking scared I am. I have 37 health points. I want to get through this level. Fuck you. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, shit. Just haven't triggered him yet. Shit. Come on, trigger fucker. Shit. Run. Shit, that's a mistake. Maybe not. Oh, got him. You should stream Sonic Adventure 2. Okay. Jaffe, I didn't get a chance to play a Medieval. How was it? Fucking great. I'm starting a new Patreon project, a comic for exposing an artist alley in Brazil. I'm self-taught. Is there any advice you could give me? I don't know. I've never done a Patreon. So I really have very little to say other than good luck, man. I know that comics get funded pretty easy on Patreon compared to games. So hopefully you'll have luck, but I'm the wrong guy to ask about all that. I have 40 health. Come on, Jaffe. The exit's right over there. Come on. I think the exit's over there. There's a bad guy. What the fuck? Need some health, fuckers. Shit, do I want to open this door? I like Doom 2016. I haven't finished it, but I like it. Look at the stream chat and in the video. What? I don't know Grand Kingdom. Games on Patreon are a toss-up. People have been burned too many times. Yeah. Not about Patreon. I'm asking about the advices for writing a script. Oh, can I buy you some Street Fighter cologne? Fuck you. So I mean, honestly, writing a script, I would get a book, man. I would get a book called Save the Cat or Story by Robert McKee. And learn how to write scripts and stories. I mean, it's a process, and it's a technique you can learn. I mean, I'm happy to answer maybe specific questions about writing a script, like if you have a story question. But in general, the best way to do it is just get going. Just start writing. Writing's hard, but it's doable. Do I have any say on what Twisted Metal they're remaking? I'm under the impression they're not making a Twisted Metal, which should give you an idea that no, I have no idea. I don't think they're making a new Twisted Metal. But if they are, you know more than I do. Mech Dragon, it is a lot of fun. It's a really good game. Shit. Would I say there is no bad game design, just bad execution? No, there's absolutely bad game design. And there's, oops, oh shit. And there's bad execution. Sadly, there's both. You can step in the muck both ways, sir. My favorite game to work on? I mean, it's impossible to say. Some games were more fun to work on. Some games were more satisfying to work on. It just doesn't work that way. They all kind of blend into each other. There's not really a favorite game. They all have their own little stories and memories associated with them, but they all kind of feel like one big career. I've never really listened to Megadeth. I have no idea if I like them. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Okay, I have a blue key. Ah, here we go. Satisfying in terms of money, career, creative satisfaction, friends, the whole thing. Shit. Tell us about an unhappy time you had at Sony. Okay. I'll tell you about the most unhappy time I had at Sony. I was working on Mickey Mania. I didn't know much about making video games, so I just thought whatever I came up with was going to be what the team made. And I knew nothing about the teamwork aspect of games. I thought I was going to be like the film director, and they just kind of showed up to work and did what I said. And I was so all in on the Mickey Mania design. I adored it. I believed in it so much. And then when it turned out at the end, the team started pushing back, and the Sony producer, who really was just more like, guys, I got to get the game done. I'm not worried about your creative vision right now. I have to make sure this game ships on time. she started siding with the developer because we were slowing things down. And I remember being at the Sony Pictures backlot, taking a walk with my wife at the time and just being so depressed and so sad that I wasn't going to get to express my full vision of Mickey Mania, which it turns out that's video game development. It's compromise every goddamn day. But if you've never made one before, you don't really know that that's par for the course. And so you're absolutely heartbroken until you start to go, oh, that's what making games is. You're constantly trying to satisfy political needs and technical needs and other people's creative needs, and it's a constant process of compromise while trying to maintain a powerful commercial creative vision. Yeah, I was totally naive. That's the way it goes, man. Drawn to Death 2 or Calling All Cars 2, what would I make first? I don't know. I don't know. If I can make Drawn to Death single player, I'd make that. If they had to be multiplayer, I would do a Calling All Cars 2 if I had to choose between those two. Yeah, Okari, you always write similar stuff to what you read. That's how you start. Everybody's always ripping off what they grew up with and what they're learning from. Eventually you grow out of that, but that's not a bad thing if you're reading good stuff. Do you like low-budget, small credit games more than a big game? These days I do. I've never worked on a game like this, but games like this or VR games are enough to make me think about getting back into games because it seems like they'd be so much fun to work on. I think that's sometimes true, why sometimes indie games connect better because they do have it's not that it's less compromise, there's always compromise, but there's less interference once the vision is locked in. Jaffe Peace Cells is really good because it's the drummer. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know nothing about the music you're talking about. I'll download a Greatest Hits Megadeth and give it a shot. I agree, McDragon. I've been playing indie games a lot more since I left the game industry, or at least I'm taking a break from the industry, and I am totally enjoying my time playing, everything from Steam to good old games to indies on PSN to that like itch.io or whatever it's called where they have like super fucking indie games. That shit there's a lot more freedom for sure, and more personality. Jaffe, were you at Sony during the mess with Nintendo? I was probably there as a tester, Cardinal Copia. I wasn't privy to it. I didn't even know about it, but I think I was officially getting a check from them as part of Sony ImageSoft, I think. All right, where am I going? Hang on. Oh shit, I guess I'm not here. The fuck? I've never played Faith, no. But there are a bunch of horror games that I'm very interested in from itch.io that I want to play pretty soon. Probably even like starting tomorrow night. Arsayan20, I'm good. How are you? One day on ADHD medication, one day off the rails, one day politics, one day games. I don't understand, blah. What are you saying? But I can definitely feel that ADHD medication. No shit, man. Oh shit. But like I said, that ADHD shit, kicks in all those fucking nervous tics I have, which are awful. I hope I can deal with it because I really like being on the medicine, but I don't like those fucking tics, man. The interview with Colin, I think if you just go to even his Patreon, it's free right now. Or if you go to his Facebook, go to Colin's Last Stand on Facebook and you should be able to find it. I don't think that one's up on YouTube. But it's on like all the podcasts and shit. If you download Fireside Chats or subscribe to it, you should be able to find it. It's not anxiety-based blah. It's just neurological. When I take this medicine, you know, I crinkle up my nose a lot. I kind of twitch a lot. It's just, it comes with medicine that does a number on my neurology, which is a wonderful thing when you have ADHD. But the side effect is, you know, it's not fun. Because nervous tics and shit take up energy. It's probably a little bit like having, what's that thing called where you can't stop saying bad words? It's like a physical version of, what is that thing called where you can't stop saying that shit? Tourette's. Would I rather fight Abe Lincoln or FDR? FDR, because he's in a wheelchair. Is stupid question. Oh, take some of your own fucking medicine, you fucking asshole. This is definitely this section of the game is definitely inspired by The Thing. FDR can't walk. FDR is in a wheelchair. I mean, I'd fight Abraham Lincoln too. I'm just saying, FDR, didn't he die in a wheelchair? New challenge, whenever someone mentions Twisted Metal, take a shot of whiskey. Yeah, no kidding. There are absolutely stupid questions. Doesn't mean they shouldn't be asked, but I don't know where people said there are no stupid questions. There are totally stupid questions. And they're totally valid, but they're still stupid. Something's coming. I hear something. What the hell? Am I more Kratos or Sweet Tooth? Oh, Meg Dragon, this game's only $12. It's so fucking worth it. Spidey on PlayStation 4 made more money in the first month. I saw that than any other PlayStation. Never fight Lincoln. Okay. I don't understand your question, Kara. In PS3 TM, Sweet Tooth dies, but his son takes his place. It means Sweet Tooth is an entity? You mean like a ghost? And there's an infinity circle of Sweet Tooths? Oh, okay. You don't hear the sound? Oh, the sound is totally on. Let me turn up the sound. Hang on. Tell me if this is too loud. I mean, we never really figured out what the story was going to be after Twisted PS3, so I'm sure Sweet Tooth would eventually come back. Do you like narrative games with puzzle mechanics? Yeah, I do. Well, it depends. I think I do. It depends on what you're talking about. But is Stories Untold that game that kind of writes itself and the story changes as you play? Hey, there's a key. Did I get it? Oh, I didn't like the stories in Head-On, Sweet Tooth. I thought they were a little cheeseball. You don't play Twisted Metal for the story. Some people do, Meg Dragon. It's amazing how divided that community is. Some people like the single player, some people like the story, some people like the multiplayer, and some people like all three. It just kind of depends. Yeah, I thought the stories in Head-On were fine, but they were just kind of cheesy. But, you know, your mileage may vary. If you enjoyed them, that's cool. Oh, Stories Untold is like an anthology of games. Okay. So can you guys hear the volume, or is it too quiet? Okay, I have a red key and a yellow key. Thank you, Comply It. Okay, I have to focus on the game just for a minute, guys, because I got to figure out where the fuck I'm going. I apologize. Give me a second. There's clearly a door I have yet to find. Okay, there's some shit out there. Okay. Okay, here we go. What the fuck? Oh shit, this fucker again. God damn it, I hate this guy. Run, Luke, run. God damn it, move. Move, you fucker. Oh shit, that was quick. Come on, fucker. Look what I got. Look what I got. Look what Papa Jaffe's got, you little fuck. That's right, a flamethrower. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Fire beats ice, you piece of shit. I'm a big Yeti. Yeah, you're a fucking dead Yeti is what you are, you little fucking asshole. I mean, don't fuck with me. God damn. Who was the guy who decided on Grimm's ending? For which game? Have you thought about rebooting TM? I mean, again, it's really not my call. Sony would have to decide. Oh shit! Oh, look at that! That's so cool. This is totally inspired by The Thing. Did you see that? You kill that guy, and a monster comes out of him, like the fucking Thing. Oh, such a good game. That's what I need right there. Mike Warrior, I thought up the Calypso character. Flipping Axe, you want to create Twisted Metal combining all the stories. That sounds pretty good. Favorite classic horror movies? Well, define classic, Xano. Do you mean like from like the 30s and 40s, like Dracula and the Mummy and Wolfman, or do you mean like from the 80s, like Freddy and Jason and shit? That's the other good thing about Pixels, is that you can just draw cool shit. That monster that I just fought probably took like a day. You make that in a fucking 3D game, you got a fucking, it's a brand new fucking skeleton rig because it's got all the arms and shit. I just like shit like this. It's more imaginative. It's like, you know what? We don't look as good. We're not going for photorealism. Fuck you. I'd rather have imagination than photorealism. There's plenty of photorealism to go around. And if the imagination's not there, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But if the imagination's there, I can live with the fact that it doesn't look photoreal. I'm down with that. Okay. Jaffe, have you gone out of your way to see if you can get hired? Hired where? Logan Looker, I've not seen Supermarket. I think somebody was telling me the other day I should see it, though. AAA games are too try-hard. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people love them. I'm not knocking AAA games. I know people are obsessed with them. Whoa, what the fuck is that? But for me, as I get older, I find myself really enjoying indie games like this a lot more than like... Let's put it this way. I am more interested in playing this than I am playing something like the new Tomb Raider. And I played the last two Tomb Raiders and liked them. But I'm much more interested in this right now than those kind of games. I would want to make my own horror character, Cardinal Copy, if I can make a horror game. Far Cry, I haven't really played it much. I played the first two. Allie, you don't think it's because I'm getting older, you think it's because I worked in games. What does that have to do with it then? Why would working in games make me like indie games more? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just, what do you mean? When you work on games, you want to play others. You want to play others like yours. I haven't made games like this. I may not be reading your chat properly. Maybe that's not what you're saying. Oh, because you need inspiration. Okay. AAA games are money machines. They give you less content. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I like shorter games these days. I like indie games these days. It's what's making me happy. And, you know, now that I've found a lot of games like this, I don't really care. There's a lot of, like, whenever I talk about it on stream, a lot of people are like, oh, Jaffe, fuck you. Long games are great and everything. And I think now that it's like, you know what? There's room for both, man. I am super happy with the fact that I have found smaller games on Steam and even just like PSN store, but much more indie. But more like Steam and like, you know, Puppet Combo and shit. Games that are short, that I'm served, man. I'm an audience that's being served. If you like your long games, you go have a good time. Like Mike Warrior does not dig games like this at all. And I respect that. But this is the shit I like. I'm grateful to be playing it. Do you enjoy playing your own game? If it's a multiplayer competitive game, yes. If it's a story-based game, no, because it's, you know, everything. It's like going through a haunted house you design. Fuck. Ooh, nice. I don't even know what I can do with all this fucking gold. It doesn't really do anything. As far as I know. Did I do that? You just woke up, Saturn Tubes. Well, good morning. Good to see you. Sweet Tooth, no. Stop. I mean, I don't mean stop asking me about Twisted Metal. You can ask me all you want about Twisted Metal, but I have nothing to tell you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you about it. I know you like it. I'm so grateful that you like it. I wish I could tell you more stuff. Like, I wish I could share insight with you, but it's so not in my hands at this point that even if you won Street Fighter, there's nothing I could do. I can't give it away. It's not mine. You'd have to win Street Fighter against Shuhei. Or Sean Layden or Scott Rohde. They'd have to make that deal with you. I couldn't make it. Do you like playing God of War 2005? I've not played God of War 2005 since 2005 when we were doing final bug testing. So I have to assume I would enjoy playing it at a nostalgia level, but that's about it. I love walking simulators. I'm a huge fan of walking simulators, Rob. I love the soundtrack on the main menu. Oh, yeah, the soundtrack. I want to buy the soundtrack. They're selling it on GOG. It's great. Yeah, your insider info cornucopia is awful. Whoever you're paying that for that data, you should get your money back. Like, look at those guys. That's awesome. Why did you put the mini games in God of War? You mean the sex mini games? I put the sex mini game in the first God of War only, because I wanted a way to communicate through gameplay that Kratos was struggling with his demons, and so that's why in the cabin at the beginning there's alcohol bottles rolling around on the floor, and the two women, if you read the journal in his bed, the two women, he says, remind them of his wife that has died, and the only way he can kind of find any kind of peace is to numb himself with sort of meaningless sex and getting drunk. So that's why it was in there from a story standpoint, and I wanted to find a way to communicate that in gameplay. And I knew most people would think it was us being jokey, but I didn't care. I didn't want to do it through gameplay. I didn't want to do it through a cutscene. I wanted to do it through gameplay. And then after that, they just started doing it because they got the idea wrong. They didn't understand that the sex, as jokey as it was jokey because of the execution, because of the time we made the game. But story-wise, it fit. And after that, they just started going, oh, Kratos likes to fuck everything all the time. And I think that ended up really kind of not being what it was about. There are no shops to spend the gold in, Logan. I might have to scoop your left eye out. The tick is aggravating me. That's not the tick, by the way. That's actually allergies from my dog, but I hear you. Ion Maiden is... I've only played the early access, which is like a level and a boss, and it was okay. I did not love it, but I didn't dislike it because of what it wanted to be. It was just super early, and there were collision problems and hit detection problems, and I have to assume those have gotten better. Did you come up with his family's ashes? Yeah, so what inspired that was Charlie Wynn, who designed the character. I guess artists do this, and I didn't know this. When you draw, I guess it's like you put down a primer. So he was drawing Kratos once we had him designed. And I went over to his table, and he had him drawn in black and white, and then he had this white sheen kind of like chalk over him. And I said, that's fucking awesome. What is that? He says, oh, I'm just about to paint over it. And I said, no, he looks fucking amazing white like that. And then I said, he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, no, it's great. Don't change it. Let's explore that. And then from there, I just said, oh, and we can make this story that it's the ashes of his dead family. So a lot of times when you're making the first game, or any game really, but certainly the first one, you iterate, and even in the story, one thing, a piece of concept art gives rise to story, which gives rise to gameplay, and it's all just this it's all interwoven, and it's really cool how that works. Everything plays off each other. Is Sweet Tooth gay? I don't think so. I've never thought about his sexuality. I have to assume that Sweet Tooth has a fetish for murder. I don't think he thinks about sexy time. Like, hey, I'm horny. I think his horny is him wanting to go kill people. I think there's a misstep in his brain where just like Freddy and Jason, maybe Freddy fucks, but I don't think Jason and Michael Myers fuck. I think their fucky time is basically their killing time. So that's what I think. Once you start banging chicks in your video game, you can't go back. People would ask, well, can you bang them in the new game? I guess so. Is there a part of you that relates with Sweet Tooth? Yeah, I think there's a very aggressive part of me that is driven and passionate and a little bit crazy. And I would say that's the Sweet Tooth in me. Okay, don't go through that thing again. What do you think about fans of games who make porn of the characters? I think that's cool. I don't really watch it. I've never seen Twisted Metal or God of War porn. I have to assume maybe there's God of War porn because it's been so successful. But hey man, whatever. Do your thing. I can't imagine Sony's a fan of it, but I think that's, you know, you've arrived, you know? Would Sweet Tooth kill his own family? Sweet Tooth did kill his own family. There's a lot of Kratos porn? Oh my god. I had no idea. I have to assume then there's a lot of Lara Croft porn too. Did Sweet Tooth kill his family in black? I don't know if he had a family in black. I don't think we ever wrote that part of the story. Where the fuck am I going? I want to get out of this level. Okay. Come on. That's true. Charlie Kane was his dad in black. I don't really remember a lot of the story, guys. I know it sounds weird, because when I hear writers and creators of things that I really am into, I get surprised. It's like, you don't know that? I'm like, I wrote it a long time ago. All right, fellas. I think that's it for Papa Jaffe tonight. I dig the game. I dig the game. It's good stuff. Let me bring this over here. Hang on. Hang on, fellas. All right. I'll talk to you guys for a quick moment if you want to talk, and then I'm out of here. Because I'm going to go to bed soon. But I can talk for about 5 minutes if you guys want to chat, or if we're done, we're done. I bought myself a blueberry muffin lollipop, and I'm going to try it right now. I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you if it's good. Macho, what's up? I've been on for a while, man. I streamed all day, and then this is a game stream. Eat that shit. I'm going to. A Sweet Tooth Origin comic book pitched to Image Comics. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't want to write anything right now. I like doing this. It's more fun. Which games am I most looking forward to? Not really anything, which does not mean I'm not looking forward to games. I just don't... It's really weird. I just don't really look forward to things like media anymore. They just kind of come, and even movies, I'm just kind of like, all right, Rob, thanks, man. Thanks for everything, good sir. I'm like, oh, okay, that looks fun. And if you tell me something like, oh, there's a new Zelda coming, like that Ghost of Tsushima or Blade of Tsushima, that looks really cool. But I can't say I'm looking forward to it. Like, when it comes out, I'll keep an eye out for it. But I'm not like, oh my God, I'm waiting every day. I'm just like, I'll play it when it comes out. The new Yoshi on Switch, I'm excited about. That looks great. Red Dead Redemption, sure, Cold Havoc, but he was asking in 2019. It definitely tastes like blueberry, but maybe it's just because I have the mental concept of a muffin. It kind of has a bit of a muffin. I am going to play Red Dead Redemption, but I won't come close to finishing it. I will probably eventually watch the first episode of Daredevil. I watched season 1 and 2. I'm kind of over it, but rank slasher villains, easy. Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, Chucky, and the Leprechaun. Pinhead's probably right behind Chucky, though. No, I'm not going to yell like Kratos. You yell like Kratos. You fuck yourself. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I have no plans to stream Sonic Adventure 2 because that game seems like it's too fast. What you may or may not have noticed on tonight's stream, whether you enjoyed it or not, I don't know what to tell you. But I can tell you that for me, I like when I can talk to the chat when I stream. And I can't talk to the chat when I stream when I'm playing something really fucking fast like Sonic. So I have to find the right games to stream. Otherwise, I have no interest in streaming. Because I only really like to stream if I can have a conversation with chat while I'm doing it. Okay, Dead Cow Colt, you're saying it's worth it. Okay, yeah. If I hear enough people saying that, I'll watch it. Macho, read your comment. I don't know where it went. Put it, repost it, sir. Mr. Sopranos, I gave you an idea to make a game. Make a game with you and be open world. I don't need an idea. I don't even understand that. I don't even fucking understand that. Let me be clear. It's so, I mean, it's not weird. I get it. I get it. I get it. But it's like, let me just make it clear to you whenever you're talking to people who work in games, we have our own ideas. We are not looking, no offense, by the way, but we're not looking for your ideas. If I still make games, it's not because I like, oh, I heard this guy's great idea. Like, you go make that idea. I want to make my ideas. That's why I do it. Why would I want to make your idea? I usually have people who read the chat Saturn Tubes on the normal Jaffe stream. So if there's something really good that I miss, it appears on the Discord, but I don't have that set up for right now. Cardinal Copia, thank you very much, ma'am. That's what I do. I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm quite grateful. Can you make Twisted Metal with me? Not necessarily. I don't know what your skills are. If we ever made a new Twisted Metal, there's no way I would promise you that. I'd have to see what you do and what you do well. I like that Dawson says, that's totally acceptable, Jaffe. You should usually never steal other people's ideas. Never. Not usually. You should never steal other people's ideas. Thank you, Andrew Botteri. Andrew says, I heard your name a lot, and I really liked you on Fireside Chats. Thanks, sir. Gonna be checking you out. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Well, this is not my normal stream. My normal stream, I'll be doing another one tomorrow afternoon, which I call the Jaffe stream. Tonight, I'm just fucking around playing games and talking to the chat. So hopefully you'll spend some time with us on a normal, proper Jaffe stream, and you will enjoy that. I hope so. Let me know. You don't have to be sorry for the words. I'm not upset, Mr. Sopranos or Sopranos. I'm just letting you know, because a lot of times people will come to you. Like, I'll take Ubers sometimes, and the guys will be like, what do you do? I'm like, well, right now, nothing. I stream a lot, but I used to make games. I might make games again. Oh, I have this idea for a game. I'm like, dude, I don't want to know your idea. I'm sure it's brilliant, but I don't want to know it. I have my own ideas. The team has their own ideas. I will be getting Red Dead Redemption, Eddie, but like I said, here's what I'll honestly probably do with Red Dead. I'll probably go down to the Redbox and rent it, because I don't plan on playing Red Dead for more than maybe 8 to 12 hours. If it turns out I play it and I adore it, and I really can see myself sinking some real time, then I'll go buy it or I'll download it. But I have no real... I want to play it to see what it looks like, to get a sense of how it controls and the core loop. But I probably will not be... unless it surprises the fuck out of me, I can't imagine playing it more than a handful of hours. No, I did not create Incognito. That was Scott Campbell. Scott and his group were the developer, and I was the creative director for Sony on that Twisted Metal game for Black. Jaffe knows how to suck a lollipop. Let me tell you something. No, I did not have a hand in Warhawk. It's all I can do not to bite this fucking thing, and I'm about to fucking just bite it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to fucking bite it. I don't give a fuck. Mike Warrior, Red Dead bores you? Aren't you the one that's always about next gen pushing the envelope? They say that's probably one of the biggest, most advanced video games ever made. You're not going to play that thing? How crazy do our spelling errors drive you? They drive me pretty crazy given that the computer recognizes the spelling errors and helps you fix it. But frankly, it's more the grammar errors and the things like not knowing the difference between there, and there, or not understanding how commas work. I don't know how kids get out of school today and not understand that shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. I used to like EGM a lot. Thank you, Blah. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. I used to like EGM. What else? You know, Next Gen was really good. I like Game Pro to an extent. I like Die Hard Game Fan. That was pretty good. Oh, yeah, Superlogia. I hate the crash of candy inside the mouth. I usually don't do eating on stream. But I had to try out the lollipop, fellas and fillettes. I had to try it out. This is for you, Flippy Nax. The dude, dude? How you doing? I know I'm not saying your name right, and I apologize about that. Jaffe, would you drive Axel's vehicle? Yeah. I wouldn't fight in it. But I'd, you know, I would drive it. Review the lollipop. 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. I hate licorice, Saturn Tubes. That's the candy I hate the most. Macho says, Jaffe, if you had the chance to make 2.5D God of War Metroidvania style, would you set it after 3 and show how Kratos got to Norway? Thanks, Okara. Good luck writing your story. Thanks, Superlogia. What's up, Demon Pants? Tell people why I don't like ASMR. There's a whole video about it. I think it's fucking stupid. It is an actual number. Call me. I'm right here. I don't know if I would set it then. I mean, if it was totally my choice, when I would set it, I don't know. Next time a muffin. I have no idea, man. It's a good question, though. Probably, I mean, honestly, at this point, truth of the matter is, it's Corey's game. So I would probably go to Corey and say, hey, where do you want to tell this story? Like, you point me in the direction of where you want to tell this story, and I would write with that in mind. Hey, Jaffe, I dare you to mobile stream and bring up random topics to strangers. Oh, my God, I wasn't going to do it, but now that you've dared me because I'm 5, no. Do you ever get random calls at random times? No, I don't because I have it turned off. I can't give you more details on the horror game. Honestly, I got a couple of emails since that chat. People have reached out to me from the industry and said, hey, you know what? I may be able to help you find some funding for that thing if you're interested. So right now I'm just kind of like letting it sit on the back burner. I'm still having fun streaming, and we'll see what happens. So I'm kind of keeping it under wraps because I might work on it eventually, but certainly not right now. What are your girls dressing up as? Well, a friend of mine named Stiltskin is taking the girls out for Halloween. I'm not going out with them. But they are dressing up as... My oldest is dressing up as Chloe or Max from Life is Strange, and her friend is dressing up as the other one. So they're both going to be Chloe and Max. And then my youngest is a... where's my youngest? She is a psycho clown with blood all over her and these massive fucking scissors that like are like garden shears, kind of like what Sweet Chick had in Twisted Metal. Do I listen to Rush? Every now and then, not regularly, but I like them. Thanks, Super Loja. I like it. I like it idea as well. Will you ever ship on a Nintendo platform? I mean, it depends. If the next game I make is with a third party and they want it on Nintendo, sure. Yeah, kind of like Scissor Man. Do kids go to your house on Halloween? I get around 500. So, not really. When I was in Alabama, absolutely. And I don't have a house here in San Diego anymore. When we did, though, we lived up on top of a mountain, and we were mostly surrounded by retirees. And so everybody actually went down the hill, the bottom of the mountain, and that's where all the kids and stuff were. So I would get all excited. I would decorate the fuck out of the house. I had the biggest fucking pumpkin you ever goddamn saw. Huge inflatable clown on the roof, smoke machine going off every 55 seconds, music pumping from the windows, and we got like maybe 10 kids that night. So it just where we lived, was not conducive because we were surrounded by a bunch of old people. I did live up on a mountain. I mean, it wasn't like a mountain like Rocky Top, Tennessee. It was in the suburbs, but it was on the top of a really tall hill. And we were the smallest house in the neighborhood, but all the homes around us were massive, and it was all retirees. Can I help you move to America? Probably not. I mean, let's put it this way: the only way I can help you move to America, Mr. Ciprianos, is if you're actually a woman, and you're the woman of my dreams, and you want to get married to me, and then I have you come to America as my wife. That's pretty much all I can do for you. How acquainted are you with VR, Upzar? What's up, Upzar? I mean, as a fan, very acquainted. I'm super excited for Oculus Quest. I have a PSVR. I've played a bunch on room-based VR with the Vive. I haven't made it before, but we did some prototypes at Bartlett Jones with VR, and I loved it. Hang on, I'm going to see what my dog's doing. One sec. Best PSVR game is, what's it called? Resident Evil. But I haven't played a bunch of recent ones. Jaffe going John Wick, yeah. No, I'm not going to buy you Soul Calibur. I'm not saying it's sexist, Allie. I don't like men like that. So if he is a she, meaning that his code name is actually one for the woman that he is, great. Hi, buddy. How you doing, little dog? How you doing? Dog shitting in the other room. No, just looking for some attention. How you doing, buddy? Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Here, they can't see you, Ace. Let me get rid of Mike Tyson. Hang on. Hi, baby. You want to come up here? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come say hi. 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 You want... That's my sucker. That's my sucker. You gotta leave that alone. I don't like that. Adventures of Ace should be my next game. What do you think of people who don't like dogs? I don't care. I don't care. What do you think, Ace? Here, talk to him. No, not happening. Saturn Tubes, as a very straight man, I am just tired of the rampant fan service in Japanese games. It's ridiculous. I love boobs, but I want to work for them. I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. What do you do late at night? It depends. I go out sometimes. If my kids are here, I hang out with them. I prep the stream. I edit videos. Just depends on what the day is. Can you have my dog? Fuck no. My daughter is drawing some images of Ace for the Discord channel. So if you hang out with us in Discord, you'll be able to get some custom little avatars of Ace to put on the chat. You baby. Such a good dog. All right, fellas. You need to go into the gym. Not really. I should be. Fellas, I'm out. I'm going to bed. I'm going to take my dog out. I'm going to bed. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Appreciate your calls. Appreciate you watching me play some games and spending some time with me tonight. I will be back tomorrow with the Jaffe stream. I'm hoping to do it early. I'm hoping to try to get a Jaffe stream going around 2 or 3. But if not, I'll be back at 6. Fellas, it's been fun. I hope I dream too, man. I hope I dream with this fucking medicine. Good night, you guys. See you later.